Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boom back with another video. Back again with another one. And today, as I said, we are gonna go over my Darwinex Zero account. So just a quick rephrasing for you guys. If you do not know what Darwinex Zero is a platform created for you to be able to become a signal provider if you want to start a little hedge fund. Well, not a little. If you want to start a hedge fund incubator or actually grow and start a hedge fund, this is the perfect place for you to become a signal provider and actually start and create a track record and also get online allocation, virtual allocation, and then yet again also get allocation from real actual investors, right? So I didn't plan this video. I did, but I didn't plan out the video. So I'm gonna just go through everything on the spot, off the head, off the dome. So here we go, and I'm gonna just pretty much go through everything for you guys so you guys should understand. So my last video, as I showed you guys, when my Darwin was first being created, I made 2% returns, and it was like 0.64 drawdown, right? So pretty much what it's going to do with the Darwin risk calibration is you're going to trade on the account. It's regular MT4 MT5 account, whichever one that you choose or pick. It's going to be a regular MT4 MT5 account, and you're going to just trade how you would usually trade, and within 30 days the risk calculator is going to calculate in comparison of your account to the S&P to the S&P 500 to that index. Is going to create you your own personal Darwin index, pretty much saying that in comparison to the S&P 500, these are your returns and how reliable you are, right? So you're pretty much being compared in the same comparison and eyes length as the S&P 500 index. Okay, so the one thing that I just don't like about it is just how it screws up the proportion of my drawdown to my profits. But I mean, besides that, everything else is just straight. And at the end of the day, I don't really care because I know my strategy is profitable and wins either way. So whatever my drawdown is right now, my profit is going to be above and over that regardless. So I really don't even care. Now the reason why that is because when I was trading my account is on my personal trading account. I'm just trading 0.01 0.01, and then down here on your Darwin risk, after 30 days when they calculate everything, it's then going to either increase your risk or decrease your risk, right? So because I was trading on a 0.01 for the past 30 days, the Darwin risk engine said, okay, in comparison to the S&P 500 or whatever the case is, we're going to increase your risk by it was by 26x, right? It was by 26x. But then when the Darwin was created the past couple of days ago, I increased my risk to like a 0.5, and ever since then my risk has just been going down. But it is what it is. It's just calibrating, and it's just just calibrating the risk and getting used to my strategy now that I upped my risk. So anything from now on, it doesn't really matter as long as I just have my strategy just working as it usually does and just win as it usually does. That doesn't even really matter to me because I'm just confident on my strategy as it is, because I know it's a long-term play. It's a long-term it's just a long-term play and everything. So I'm pretty much just go through the platform and all for you. This is pretty much just going to be a impromptu Darwinex Zero platform review. So let's go over it, right? So my index is CMLN. So if you want to search me up on Darwinex itself, you can log into Darwinex and then search my Darwin CMLN, as you can search up other Darwins as well too, in which I'll also show you guys all that as well. So first of all, going into it, this week, pretty much this week as it was, I made about 2%, well, 1 to 2%, right? The drawdown pretty much, you know, whatever. I don't really care, but just look at this, right? So in my return to risk as my index, right? As we can see, so the whole 4% drawdown came here, literally the same night, that I increased my risk when my Darwin was created, is when I got into like a 20 pip drawdown. And the drawdowns I get into are only 20 pips, right? So I got into that, and that's where the drawdown came from. And it's I don't want to say it's confusing because I understand it, but it's just a little frustrating. But it is what it is. I know I'm still gonna win at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. So as we can see, my equity curve for the past month so far has just been on a steady incline up, right? So nothing too crazy there. Highest return was today is 3.12%. Now, as I also said, as I get into a little bit later on, there is Darwin allocation, right? So what it is pretty much you have a rating, and what your rating is pretty much in comparison of your returns to your drawdown. So your rating has to have a rating of a 75 in order for you to get guaranteed guaranteed allocation, right? Guaranteed virtual allocation, which can range from 25,000 up to $250,000 in the silver stage. So right now my allocation is just 67. I'll get it to a 75 by the end of the month. By the end of next week, I'm not even worried about that. As we can see, everything there. Right, max drawdown, all-time high quote, where we're at right now. So pretty much some numbers and everything. Return distribution, right? So as we can see, for the past month or so, winning days 82%, average daily return about a third. As we can see, daily distribution, how many winning days to how many losing days in percentage, right? And then weekly distribution, I don't know how this how that happens. Like, that's crazy. Nonetheless, so as we can see, big high winning days, low losing days, and everything. Assets and time frames, right? So my strategy just pretty much just trades FX, just one forex pair, I'm not gonna say what that. I don't want to get too descriptive into my strategy and everything, but I want to be as transparent as possible when I'm talking about my strategies and everything like that, because as you guys do know, as I keep on saying, I do plan on building an investment firm, and I don't want to share too much information, proprietary information. So I'm going to just share as much as I can, as much as I am willing to. This is still opening up, loading up. Okay. So yeah, I only trade one FX pair. Well, what is this? Index, that was probably by accident. Yeah, 3 trades. That was just by accident. So yeah, trading date, time, everything like that. So it's just gonna give really good analytics. I can see what days it performs best, everything. So it seems like Tuesday, I think that's kind of capped, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Strategy analysis. Waiting for this to load up, and this is pretty good, really. So I'll just load up real quick. Okay, so number of trades, 80 trades, profit factor 1.77, which is pretty good, about 4 trades a day, right? And this is the length of the trades and everything. So out there, a list of 6,000 traders, I am number 1494, which is pretty good, pretty good numbers and everything. Now let me show you guys the Darwinia, which is pretty much the list of all 6,000 traders that they have on their platform. So every Darwin index that has a score of 75 gets allocation anywhere from 25,000 from the lowest up to $250,000 if my laptop can act a little bit faster and show you guys real quick. Right, so as we can see, within the past month, the number one Darwin here is SVRX, and if we press on his profile real quick, we can check him out as well. So as we can see, he's up 13%. How? That's so small. But let's check out his numbers and see how. Okay, he has a current rate of 97.2. That's amazing, really. He must have small drawdown. Let's temper. Whoa, what in the world? Or he's been trading for a long time. Yeah, he's been trading for a long time. Wait, no, it's only been like a couple months. Let's check this out. Okay, so he started in September, 8.53. January, February made 11%, made 9%. So total return out of everything 13%. Huh? Okay. Sharp ratio 1.61. Days since all-time high 21. So he's down from his all-time high right now. Interesting. Okay. Oh, so he hasn't traded in the bit. Okay. This looks kind of like a sketchy strategy that he's using, but either way, it doesn't really matter. He's winning, so big pops up to. All right, so you see what I was just saying, like this. Okay. But returns. So it looks like he's pretty much going. He's trying to hit home runs and everything like that. But I mean, it's pretty much straight overall. I mean, if he's winning, he's winning. I have nothing bad to say about that at all. So it is what it is. But yeah, pretty much he's getting a allocate. So he's number one out of 6,000 traders in the past month. So he's getting an allocation of, how much is it again? I believe it was. Let's go back to it real quick. I believe it was $250,000. And so pretty much, oh my bad, $375,000, right? So you had this allocation for 3 months, right? So for every month, whatever you get ranked and whatever allocation you get is what you trade for 3 months, and then the profits you make from that within those 3 months, you then keep 15% as your what's it called? You get to keep 15% as your profits, right? And so that's pretty much overview of Darwinex. And then after that, there's Darwinia Gold, which is the same thing as Darwinia Silver, but just if you've been, trading it for a longer time than 6 months and made over 15%, I believe it is, or so like that, right? And after Darwinia Gold, you can then actually create your own hedge fund through Darwinex, which is the plan, which is the goal for me to do as well too. So if you want another full in-depth review of Darwinex, and Darwinex Zero and Darwinian. You know, there's other YouTube videos which go into more in depth. I'm just doing like a quick overview of my experience so far and my, my startup with it, so you guys can follow along with me. And nonetheless, again, I also been having this set up on my FX book as well too. So let's look at the my FX book and compare it to the analytics on Darwinex, right? So it is a 1 to 200 leverage live account on Darwinex. So as we can see, my percentage gain is 34%, right? Drawdown 0.17. So you see what I was talking about on Darwinex, how it might misconstrue, the profit to drawdown when it's time to do the calibration. That's just the thing that I don't like, but nonetheless, it is what it is, right? And that's just how it's going to go. So as we can see, my equity curve has just been straight up, 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 straight up. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic or anything like that, right? So as we can see here, straight goes, straight goes, straight goes. As we can look down here, right, trades 83, how many pips are caught, everything like that. So around 80% win rate, right? Profit factor 3.23%. I was thinking about getting a Trezella for it, but I really don't think I'm gonna need a Trezella. When I get a Trezella is when I actually fund up my own personal futures account, which I'll make another video for you guys about that within a few. And yeah, this is the MyFX book on my Darwinex account. I'll make a video about my Darwinex journey once a week at probably like every Friday or Saturday. I'll make a update review of my Darwinex and the update of it, how it's grown, its performance for the week, to update you guys on that. Also with the updates on my prop firm accounts, and also with the updates on my futures live account when I create that. So you'll be getting about 3 updates a week on that. Daily updates of my prop firm accounts and anything like that. So that's pretty much everything in this that I wanted to show you guys when it came to Darwinex and the journey that we're starting off here. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, just drop it down in the comments. Make sure you like the video, and we're on our way to 200 payouts, 200K in payouts by the end of 2024. I want to thank you guys once again for watching the videos, being part of Boom Profits, and let's get to it, guys, and I will see you all later.